Now, from the downtown of Northwest Arkansas, in Uptown Rogers, with weather from Bentonville to Fayetteville, Fort Smith, and beyond, here's Oz weather meteorologist, Garrett Lewis.
Hey, well, get ready for one of the hottest days of the week coming up for today. Most of us pushing the century mark by probably around 3 or 4 this afternoon. That includes everyone from Bentonville to Rogers to Fayetteville to Springdale to Fort Smith to Poto. Sure, there may be a degree or two difference. Some of us may climb as high as 103. Some of us may be hovering around 99. But the long and short of it is it's hot. It'll be near the century mark, and it'll be the hottest day of the week before temperatures start to back down. So it's a mini heat wave. It's not something that lasts for a super duper long time. Here's a look at the weather right now live outside out over I-49 on this August 6th. Looking at mostly clear skies, there's not much out there on the satellite at all. It will be a hot day today, though, and as we move into the second half of the week, temperatures slowly back down. In fact, by Saturday and Sunday, I think Bentonville, Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, we get into the upper 90s and mid 90s, and then the Fort Smith area should also fall to the mid and the low 90s as well. So the heat's going to come down a little bit, and there is a signal in the data today that we may actually get some rain chances late weekend into early next week. So let's take a look at what that looks like. This is what we're waking up to. It's about 72 in Springdale, 73-ish in Fort Smith, 73 in Rogers. Pretty much low 70s just about everywhere. Drakefield's a little cooler at 69 degrees. But no matter where you are, it still feels pretty sticky out there. Where do we go later today? Well, those highs today should top out near the century mark. This is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see some of those browner colors in the high elevations of the Ozarks. We won't quite be that high. And also the darker pink colors out there around Green Country in northeast Oklahoma. They'll probably spike closer to the low 100s instead of upper 90s later on today. It's a hot day. Still August, still summer. Not that uncommon. But it's going to be nice that it's a short-lived heat wave as temperatures start to back down with some slightly drier air that moves in. So we're under the influence of the high pressure right now. You can also see that tropical storm out to the east on the East Coast. That was Hurricane Debbie. That's moving out. It's no factor for us thanks to that high, which is blocking everything, or no thanks to that high for not giving us any rain, right? But you can see the front to the north. Now, that front that's across Missouri and Kansas is going to sag south. That's going to flatten the ridge out. That's going to allow some drier air and lower temperatures for the second half of the week and the weekend. It's not a strong front, but it is out there. As far as the morning satellite goes, there's not much. The high is directly overhead. I'm going to back out a little bit here, and you can see what's going on across the country. There's that weak front to our north. The high pressure ridge is still spinning clockwise. And so until that high flattens, it's going to be tough to really get any rain chances in there. But the high does flatten, and there is a weak system that rotates around the high coming up by Sunday and Monday. And you can see it's a lot of the data is starting to trigger a complex in the area either Sunday or Monday morning. Still up in the air as to whether or not that happens. And of course, these complexes are complex. You like it? Well, they're triggered by little mini waves in the atmosphere that rotate around the high. We call them short waves. And as the farther you go out in the data, the more difficult the model has in looking at them. But there is some consistency there that does show that we may actually get some rain out of one as a trough moves across parts of the Midwest. So if that trough moves around the Midwest, it should trigger a short wave, or a short wave will move through around that high pressure ridge, which causes showers potentially Sunday or Monday. This would actually be measurable rain instead of the spotty stuff that we've been seeing over the last couple of days. So that is going to be something to look forward to as we head into the upcoming weekend. The overall forecast, though, is pretty dry and hot despite the cool down, lower temperatures, low 90s by the end of the week. But today will be a scorcher. Take care of yourself out there this afternoon. Crack the car windows so it's not too toasty out there for you. And take care of yourself this afternoon as we head into the second half of the week. We have better weather and even drier air that moves in by the weekend. Something to look forward to as we head into the second half of the week and Saturday and Sunday. Catch you guys back here next time.